We often spend our lives waiting for the good life to start, waiting for the promotion, the house, or the moment we finally feel like we've made it. But Alosophy suggests that the good life isn't a destination, it's a design problem. To solve it, we have to look at the three classic blueprints: the Stoic fortress, the Epicurean garden, and Aristotle's golden mean. First, consider the Stoics. Their secret to a good life was the dichotomy of control. They argued that most of our suffering comes from a simple category error. We try to control things that are not up to us. You can't control the economy, you can't control the weather, and you certainly can't control what your neighbor thinks of you. If your happiness is tied to these things, you are a slave to luck. The Stoic good life is built on ataraxia, or internal tranquility. You build a fortress around your mind by realizing that while you can't control what happens to you, you have absolute sovereignty over how you interpret it. A good life to a Stoic is simply one lived with total integrity and emotional resilience, regardless of whether you're a king or a prisoner. Then you have the Epicureans, who are often misunderstood as gluttons. In reality, Epicurus lived on bread and water. He believed that the good life was about the absence of pain and fear. He realized that humans are caught in a cycle of unnecessary desires. We want fame, luxury, and power, but these things only bring anxiety because they are hard to get and easy to lose. The Epicurean blueprint for a good life is built on subtraction. If you can limit your needs to the basics, food, safety, and deep friendship, you become invincible. For Epicurus, a group of friends sitting in a garden discussing ideas was the highest form of human existence. It's the joy of enough versus the trap of more. Finally, we have Aristotle and his concept of eudaimonia, or human flourishing. Aristotle didn't think the good life was about being calm or sitting in a garden. He thought it was about action. To him, every human has a telos, a purpose, just like an acorn's purpose is to become an oak tree. A good life is one where you are actively using your reason and your talents to their highest potential. He taught the doctrine of the mean, arguing that virtue is always the middle point between two extremes. Courage is the middle ground between being a coward and being reckless. Generosity is the middle ground between being a miser and being wasteful. When you combine these three, the picture of a good life changes. It's no longer about a vibe or a temporary feeling of happiness. It becomes a practice. From the Stoics, you take the wisdom to stop worrying about the world's chaos. From the Epicureans, you take the wisdom to value your friends and simplify your desires. And from Aristotle, you take the drive to find your mean and live at your highest potential. The good life isn't something you find, it's something you perform every day through the choices you make. It's moving from being a passenger in your own mind to being the architect of your own character.